Believe it or not, what you just saw is a glimpse of the beauty Ghost of Tsushima has to offer. And trust me, it delivers. Hello there! If you're new here, I'm Miriam and this is my gaming perspective. Or, as Jin Sakai or Sakai Jin would say, Konnichiwa minasan! Watashi no namae wa Miriam desu. And kore wa watashi no game shiten desu. Yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. In this review, I don't think you'll see my face much, because why would you want to see this face when you can see this? Or this? Or even this? Okay. When I learned of the existence of Ghost of Tsushima, which, by the way, that's its actual pronunciation. That's how you pronounce Tsushima, not Tsushima or Tsushima as if it were Shushima. No, it's not sushi. It's not, it's the land of sushi we are visiting, but it's Tsushima. Sorry, I know I'm being picky, but it kind of hurts me when people pronounce it the wrong way. Sorry. Well, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here. But when I learned of the existence of Ghost of Tsushima, I knew it was based in one of the countries I hold dearest to my heart. I knew I had to play it. Japan in itself is already a beautiful country, but in Ghost of Tsushima, it bedazzles you every step of the way. The way the flowers, the grass, and the pampas sway with the wind, the colors of the sunset, the temples and shrines. And don't get me started on the sounds. By the way, if you hear a fox crying out, if that's what fox do fox even cry out? What the heck do they do? What do they No, I don't want to get a copyright claim. If you hear a fox cry out, just leave everything you're doing and follow it. Trust me, follow it. Now that we are on the subject of beauty, it's as if Sucker Punch themselves knew how beautiful this game was. I knew that it needed to be appreciated not only by us playing the game and wandering through the land of Tsushima, but also through photography. I kid you not. Out of 6 hours of playtime in one afternoon, I might have spent 3 of those hours just taking screenshots. And taking screenshots in this game was incredible. I've never been the kind of gamer who wanted to take screenshots in a video game. I never really felt the appeal of doing that. But in this game, the fact that you are able to change the weather when you're taking pictures, or change the speed of the wind, or how many particles are going to fall from the sky, such as red leaves, orange leaves, yellow leaves, green leaves, bamboo leaves. So many leaves in this game. Wow. Birds, crows, and the time of the day, be able to change the time of the day, be able to change the color, have different filters. It's just the exposure, the rotation of the camera. The photo mode is so complex and so incredible that immediately when I started playing and I knew and I realized there was a photo mode, I just spent 1 hour figuring out how I would be able to take pictures. It was incredible. And I know I'm not the only one who enjoyed it, because the following days on Twitter, everyone was posting their pictures. So it's nice to see that everyone was enjoying that as well. Now, let's get into the story. There aren't going to be really a lot of spoilers ahead, just the setting of the story and basically the introduction of the game. To understand what is going on in the game, we have to look at Japan's history. The Mongol invasion started in 1274 in Tsushima Island, the same way it starts in the game. 80 mounted samurai and their retinue confronted an invasion force of what is described as 8,000 warriors embarked on 900 ships. The Mongols at that time completely ignored the negotiation attempts by the Japanese and they opened fire. In the end, the Mongols defeated the Japanese cavalry charge and all the samurai. Over the next few days, they secured control of Tsushima Island. Spoiler ahead. Not about the game, but spoiler ahead. The Mongols were actually defeated by a typhoon. And the Japanese actually called this event kamikaze. And kamikaze actually means divine wind. Because the divine winds, thanks to the divine winds, the Mongols were defeated. And that's where the kamikaze word comes from. But yeah, let's continue with the game. In Ghost of Tsushima, you experience this battle at Komoda Beach as Jin Sakai, or Sakai Jin, nephew of the Jito Shimura Sakai. His uncle is actually taken prisoner, and after trying to save him and failing, Jin has to recruit a group of people and become the Ghost of Tsushima in order to save his uncle and the island itself. What really is incredible about the story, and especially about Jin's character, is how you learn about him through flashbacks and how he's going to have to live everything he's been taught behind in order to become the Ghost of Tsushima to defend his people. If he wants to defeat his enemies, he's going to have to learn to fight like them and set his honor aside. Regarding the gameplay, so this one is going to be one of those games. Okay. Let's focus on the map first. Tsushima Island is built in such a way that makes you want to explore. Exploration is incredible in this game. It leaves you with no other way but to explore. Imagine this. You'll be following a certain quest, guided by the wind, which also makes you focus more on the world around you. And you'll suddenly hear a fox crying out, and then you'll want to follow it. Or maybe you'll see a golden bird and you also want to follow it. Or maybe you'll see tourists, shrine tourists, and you'll want to follow them too and discover a hidden shrine. Or maybe you'll find more Mongols around and you'll want to fight them. Or maybe you'll find another peasant or another person that'll tell you about another thing that's happening, and he will give you another quest, and suddenly you will want to follow that quest too. In summary, you'll end up forgetting which quest you were going to do, and you'll never end up reaching your destination. And what does that tell you? That exploration in this game is amazing. It's amazing. The map, the world, incredible. Truly, truly incredible. It's built in such a clever way that it's amazing. The battle system is another masterpiece that, for once, does the samurai sword fighting justice. I'm not saying it's a 100% accurate battle system, but it does make you feel like a samurai. That is, of course, if you learn how to parry or block your opponent's attacks. And once you do, it will feel incredible. Trust me. As I said before, Jin at one point has to leave his honor behind in order to fight the Mongols. So in this game, you've got two kinds of fighting two kinds of battle system: the honorable way of fighting, or the samurai way, or the honorless fighting once you become the Ghost of Tsushima. So you start the game knowing how to fight honorably, with honorable fighting tactics. You got your sword and you go about defeating enemies by attacking them head on and always looking at your enemies in their eyes, never attacking them behind their backs and giving them honorable deaths. However, as you progress with the story, you start learning less honorable ways. You learn how to sneak around your enemies, how to use the bow, you acquire bows and arrows and kunais. And of course, you learn new abilities and techniques along the way too. But the good thing about this game is that you don't only get to level up thanks to fighting, but also thanks to exploration. Let me tell you something right now. I love Japan. I'm completely obsessed with the country itself. And I've read a lot of books regarding its folklore tales and mythological stories and stuff like that. And the fact that you can experience those tales in this game is incredible for me. So you might just be wandering around Tsushima and then suddenly you would find a certain musician that is singing there. And you are actually able to sit down in the floor and talk to him. And he will probably tell you one of those folklore tales about a really legendary warrior who had a legendary armor, and that whoever wore that armor would be able to survive any kind of attack. So that's the way you also get to level up, because thanks to those quests, you will be able to go out in search of this specific legendary armor or this legendary weapon or this legendary technique. And once you acquire those things, then you'll be able to be more powerful. But don't forget that blocking and parrying is really important in this game. They will be your best friends. All in all, Ghost of Tsushima could not be more perfect. At least for me. I'm not saying the game doesn't have its faults. I'm sure it does. But as of now, I'm really happy with the game. I'm truly really happy. And I must say that for me, right now, this game has become the game of the year. But we shall see what happens when Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, because who knows? That game looks really cool. So I wonder which one will win. What do you guys think? Are you planning on buying Ghost of Tsushima? Or have you already bought it and are you playing it right now? And if you are you enjoying it the same way I am? Because I'm truly enjoying it. And I'm still enjoying it. Trust me, I'm still doing a lot of the quests. I'm still exploring the map, still exploring the world. And it's truly incredible. It's truly a brilliant masterpiece. And I want all of the games that come in the future to be just like that. Please, Sucker Punch, if you're hearing this, make more Japan-based games. I beg you, please. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. If you've liked it, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos in the future. I'll see you in the next video.